There we go. Welcome, welcome. Don't know how much the market will move between now and then. Sometimes it moves, sometimes it stays put, etc. We will be streaming this afternoon. So y'all know what that means. Alrighty. We have liquidity at 21,550. Small bounce off of that little red. We went from 688 to 550 for about a 110 point move and then bounced back up half, and now we're just kind of settling. I got followed by Lane today. Really? For what? What you posting? You posting some good content? All right. 21,590. My house is officially being drywalled, so that means that I could take a break and start producing some content. Start cranking all these videos. I'm excited. I was at the farm last night till about 10 o'clock, and again this morning. Red candles, 2 5-minute high-volume candles here at 9:30, rolling back over from 21,620 to 570, dropping heavily, coming on down to pre-market lows right here. Oh, that's why. Heh. I did not make today's YouTube channel public. That's why there's nobody on it. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. There you go. I got followed by an OnlyFans model today. Pretty sure it's a fake one. Heh. You know how many OnlyFans requests I get on Twitter and all that crap? It's crazy. I don't even look at it anymore. All right, still dropping over. That is a pretty healthy move back down to pre-market lows. They have liquidity down to 21.5, bouncing back up. Let's see what they do. 21,573, 574. Looks like they want this liquidity at 557. But so far they're defending these lows. If they smoke this level, we're going to go for 500, 499, 500. Looks like they're going to give it a shot. Coming on down. Large red engulfing candle so far. Microsoft is down, Nvidia is down, Apple is of course green, VIX is coming back up. Here's our first attempt to break this little pre-market pivot. That's not the pre-market low, but it is right here at that prior pivot there at 8:30, and so far no bottom wick. The bears are winning this out aggressively and still coming back off. Still coming back off. All the way down. 546, 548. When I was in concert band in high school, we played the song, the Top Gun Disney. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. That'd have been fantastic, actually. Good morning, Matthew. How you doing, buddy? 554 to 500 dropping. Bonds are up to almost 89. Doing very well. Beautiful stuff. Still engulfing red, no bottom wick. Holding everything. 554. Any move lower, we will look for the pre-market low of 530. And right now, the bears are killing it. All the way down, baby. All the way down. Did you hear about Babaquin AI? I did not. Still dropping 542. Huge red candles undoing everything down to 500. Right here. Drilling it, baby. Drilling it. First 5 minutes. Let's see what we can do. drilling on down to 500. Still going. Still going. Here's the next 5-minute candle. First 5-minute was very bearish. Let's see if they're going to take this baby down to 500. Let's see, 541 right here. 540. Next algorithm is immediately green. The next algorithm is immediately green. Interesting. Alibaba rises, Citron touts Alibaba's new Quinn AI model. Well, there's probably, I mean, this starts rolling out all of the competitors. You know, first was ChatGPT with NVIDIA and all that other stuff, and here come all the competitors. Are we going to have an overcrowded AI space? All right, so look how this 5-minute candle reacted. This is an algorithmic shift on the 5-minute. We had an incredibly bearish 5-minute opening candle, and then immediately, just so happens, the exact second the next 5-minute candle starts, the 935 candle, it's large green. How does that happen, you might ask? Because algorithms are shifted to levels and or time. Levels and or time. And if you pick up on those little nuances, you can make yourself a lot of money. A lot of money. What's up, YouTube? How's it going? 554. They're just kind of hanging out right here. We're not quite in my model yet. Need a couple of minutes. I'd love to hit pre-market lows at about the 940 mark. That would be fantastic. Nice little top wick. All the way back over. Where's Temu AI? Yeah. Burn till pet JPAL. I've seen a couple of trends before the FOMC event started. Doesn't happen often, but it happens. It does happen. All right, sweeping top wick. Roasted it. Now here comes 500 pre-market. They got that liquidity here at 500 right here after rolling it 530. It's another 30 points, and then after that, we are at pre-market lows right here after that huge sweeping top wick. That was a 40, 50 point sweeping top wick right there. NVIDIA's top wick back over. Beautiful. Beautiful. Shenanigans. VIX back up. The move is going to be made, baby. The move is going to be made. I'm waiting like a sniper. We may get to preferred minimum ranges, blah, blah, blah. So far, garbage second candle. NVIDIA got smoked all the way down. Small caps are up. Let's go take a look at ES as well. ES, I'm looking for 60.73 first. After that, it'll be liquidity lower, but we're just back and forth. We have the start of mega cap earnings this afternoon as well, right after the market closed. 6083 21545. My targets overall for FOMC, in my opinion, FOMC we're either gonna tap 6,000 on ES or we're going to 6,200. That's most likely going to be the range for today and tomorrow. I would say combine today and tomorrow's session either 6,000 or 6,200 for ES. That's the extreme stuff. If it goes beyond that, obviously it'll start becoming directional into the following weeks. But yeah, especially with the mega cap earnings. The short-term stuff is a little bit more refined right now, about 60-40 and 61-60. That's the major pivots from the prior two sessions. But again, kind of what we talked about a couple of days ago, if you go on the longer time frames, the market has been chopping back and forth now since July. So there's not really a good pivot level that's in the middle of all this stuff or liquidity zone because it's been back and forth now for so many months, just selling and buying and selling and buying. So we're really looking for an outlier move here in the upcoming weeks. We're ready to get out of this range, whether it be up or down, and start attacking some lower or higher liquidity just to go directional and put on some trades. It's one of the reasons I haven't really taken very many swing trades since late summer, early fall, because the market's just back and forth. There's not a good breakout move here on the indexes. Sweeping top wick all the way back over to the 942. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. We have no data today except crude oil, other than the obvious FOMC. So nothing to really hang our hat on here. New pre-market low NASDAQ. Here's the first pivot, 50.13 on 500. Right now the bears are still owning everything down to 517. Looks like they want 500. Large sweeping red candles all the way back down. Dropping, dropping, dropping. Getting smoked. Here comes 500. We're now down about 30 points on ES and still falling. VIX is up to 17. They're rocketing the VIX. And y'all are so talkative today. Hold on, I have to mute the channel. Y'all are overrunning the channel here. Used to be that way back in the day. I used to have to keep y'all permanently on slow mode. Back when everyone was all hung up on options trading. Yep, we all made too much money. Yeah, I wish that was the truth. Sim trading today is still locked out. Well, that's not good. Sweeping red candle so far. NASDAQ is already down about 200 points. And looking for next at about 482. The sellers are absolutely in complete control. There's no sign of bottom wick. No sign of buying. Just down, 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 baby. Off 500, still plunging lower. Can they defend 500? This is the line in the sand, baby. Line in the sand. Lots of lag on today's entries. When you say 500, what am I looking at? I am looking at I'm looking at NASDAQ. XLF is rocketing, yeah. Huge top or bottom wick, right back up of 500. I think this might be my imbalance move. Can I do it? Can we do it? Let's see if they can do it off 500. Here comes the next algorithm, the 945 algo. We're right inside our range. So far, nothing but red. Can't remember the last time FOMC had a pause. What was it? The summertime, wasn't it? Wasn't it what, July FOMC or August FOMC? Something like that. What imbalance are you looking at? Right now, I'm currently looking at ES down into 60.70 and NASDAQ down to 21,480. But the price action is downtrendy, but it's whipsaw back and forth. Every candle is immediately whipsawed back and forth. So, yeah, we're just nothing crazy. I'm waiting for my hammer candle to fill the imbalance back up into 620 if I could do it. But, yeah, we're right inside. We just entered the time zone that I want to trade, and we're coming on down to about 480. And that's most likely where I'd see the bottom wick. But every candle, even red candles, are just they're it's all back and forth here. So it's moving slowly downwards. But yeah, what would be in the imbalance move? Bottom wick this back up to at least 560, and then if we can get the whole range back up, that would be great. My kid is crabby, and I'm paranoid he's going to burst through the door at any minute. Yeah, I would be paranoid too if he's breaking all my stuff. $5.20. Microsoft's still getting plunged. So you thinking long? Initially, I'm thinking long for an imbalance move, and then continuation. But right now, this is yeah, just rolling it back over still. That's what I would like. We're finally breaking out of the range we've been in since 11 o'clock yesterday morning. Another top wick back over. And now we're going to probably test 480 into 500. It's just terrible price action. ES putting on a green as well. XLF is very, very strong. Most of the X's are green as well. The only one that's red, the only ones that are red are XLV and XLK, which are barely red. So unless the tides start to shift, I'm still looking to play the imbalance move because everything is still very green. XLF is flying. Are you looking for a large volume spike? Yeah, with an aggressive hammer. Right now, the algorithms are still sell the rips, top wick everything, roll everything back over. Nothing I see that's strong. Nvidia still 126. Yields are down at 80. Or TLT, not the yields. Yields are down to 4.7. 500. Bank of Canada is posting a lot of news headlines right now at the moment. Another top wick back over. Terrible price action. Disgusting price action. RTY is back and forth every other candle. Oil, which has news event here in an hour, they are testing the 72 area once again. putting on some major moves the last 3 sessions, carving out the range here for a move in the upcoming sessions. Keep an eye there. NASDAQ once again rolled over. Let's look for 480. Going green back up. There's the move there into 520. Finally, we get a decent little green there. Can it hold, though? Can it hold right in the time frame? It's a beautiful day for micros so far. A cat just put a $3.5 million order on 579 SPY puts, which could just be a hedge, but you never know. That did just hit the tape. The terrible twos are in full swing here. I was very fortunate, man. My kids were delights in their younger ages. I was very fortunate. It should go higher, but it's top wick and everything. Yeah, but this appears to be, if this candle closes, it'll be a nice move. This appears to be at least the start of maybe an attempt at the imbalance, but this candle's got to get it. If this top wick's back over, then we'll rotate lower. But so far, it looks pretty dang good. So there you go. There's your move. Talked about this on the Tier 2 channel a couple weeks ago. It's a very consistent move to put on in the first 30 to 45 minutes of the day. Could the earnings after market for Tesla, Microsoft, Meta undo anything? It's possible, yeah. The thing that we're going to be looking for those cats is forward-looking guidance, which is pretty much the theme every time. Look, huge green candles. There we go. All the way back up, 545. Looking good, looking good. Here's the move. If it can hold. Grab action. Top wick back over. See? Couldn't get our close. Couldn't get our close. Terrible price action. Gotta wait for the closures, baby. Am I trading SPX and NDX options or ES and NQ options? I don't trade options on futures, so when I do trade options, it's going to be SPX. Rarely SPY. Even more rarelier of NDX. NDX is like big boy stuff. I don't touch NDX. Disgusting price action. My wife and I high-fived each other when our son turned 3 like we crushed the terrible 2s. What we don't know is there are terrible 3s. I loved it, man. I loved raising the kids. They got better and better every year. I was very blessed. My daughter's like me. She's a mini me. She has my sense of humor, so like me and her are always joking. Like the older she gets, the more we're joking more and more back and forth. And like she's starting to play pranks and stuff and do all that fun stuff that I do. Come on, baby. Back and forth, another red candle after a green. So shaking and baking. What we got? No movement. Anyone have any positions carrying into FOMC today? What do you think? When I was a kid, I wrote the college degree on how to be a menace to society when drinking your juice box. Yeah. Dennis the Menace. That was a great movie. That was a great movie. Hey, fun fact about that movie. That movie was the reason why I hated baked beans growing up. If you've seen the movie, you probably know why. I had a huge aversion to baked beans because of that movie. You think RTY will squeeze? It really depends on what the mega caps do. Right now, we are very much in a rotation market. There's a heavy rotation between the small caps and the big caps. It's been that way for a while. It's still ongoing today, and I think we'll see a lot more of that, especially today if things make a move. If NASDAQ and ES start to go real directional, I think the RTY will count it, and the counter, the Dow will as well, especially with ER. XLF is flying right now. Still new all-time highs. Doesn't it tell you something? That the XLF, which is largely made up of credit agencies, continues to fly at all-time highs? It's like the worse that we, the American people, do, the better the credit agencies do. It's great stuff. It's great stuff. That's why Fight Club is classic. That is a classic. It is a classic. So get this. I was looking on my local city's Reddit page, and I live in a very red state. I'll just say that. So I go on the Reddit page, and it's all like super left, far left stuff. And you would think like based on that, which is fine, whatever. But it's like this official city's page, so it's not like liberals of city or conservatives of the city. It's literally the city's page, and it's nothing but liberal posting. And I mean like calling for the death of Trump, like super 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 intense stuff. Can't wait for him to die. Something about winter boots or some crap, and crazy stuff. So I post on there like, hey, sounds like a lot of rhetoric on this page. You may want to consider outside of your echo chamber. Immediately I get banned. Immediately. So I messaged the moderators like, hey man, there's like multiple posts calling for the death of a president, and I make a comment like that, and I get banned. And he's like, I don't care about your effing political views. He called me a maggot, even though I didn't even say anything about pro-Trump. He called me a maggot. I was like, hey, maybe you should tone down the rhetoric a little bit. This is a city page, and he banned me. So interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I didn't even say anything about my political views, bro. Could you imagine if someone made a comment calling for the death of Obama or Biden or Kamala? It's crazy. I understand not liking the guy, but come on, man. I think it should anonymously give a tip to the Secret Service about a pot. eh. Asking for trouble. What's the best way for study on support resistance? Good question, Matthew. I think I'm a big believer of Anna Colling's teachings, obviously. All of my teachings and theories and nuances stem from her teachings, which is the complete guide to not complete guide to Anna Colling. That's like an autobiography. Complete guide to Anna Colling. It's called the Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis by Anna Colling. And she goes in through the process of explaining how liquidity works, the bounces, the rejections, the support, resistance, all that stuff. And everything's derived from that. And now her teachings are derived from Wyckoff and Jesse Livermore and all that stuff, which is all tape reading, which we don't really read tape anymore. But it's all tape reading, numbers, liquidity. So if you can understand that, how and why the market moves from level to level, I think that can do you well. And her book does a very good job of explaining it in crayon how to do all that. We talked about a guy, speaking of Reddit, that he made that post on Reddit a couple of weeks ago that I thought was actually one of the few times I've seen something valuable on Reddit, that he doesn't even trade with a visual chart. Like, there is no visual nature to trading. It's all numbers. And I think that is a huge part of trading. If you can understand that, like, the trading is not candles and patterns and wedges and EMAs. It's about numbers and liquidity. It's about, all right, well, if there's a massive amount of liquidity skewed at, let's say, NASDAQ 21,500, then the market's going to at least attempt to make a move towards that 21,500 into or bounce. Just pulling an example out of the hat. So it's all about literally buying liquidity, selling liquidity, and skewing towards liquidity. So my town country page does not look like that. It's usually people selling announcements. There's something. Yeah, I mean, it's very surprising. It was very surprising to see. It's like, man, come on now. I don't care what side you're on. The president's success for a country is a success for a country that had an election. The people spoke, and now we're going to. Yeah. And I promise you all, I will be the first one to turn on this jabroni if he does not do the things he said he's going to do. First one. I'm for the people, baby. For the people. My town's page is 80% complaining the dump is closed, 10% complaining about Sonic or Wendy's, 5% complaining the schools are closed. All right, here comes green, 560. Back up. Very slow, very crappy price action, but it's coming back up. Like filling and emptying the warehouse, 100%. That's 100% right. That's all it is. Inventory. You can't move without inventory. Is BABA reporting today? I believe it is. Or they already reported or something. RTY squeezing, it is. XLF small caps are squeezing, financials and small caps, which is anticipating at least a pause. That's what I'm interpreting that as. I'm super for firing squads. I'm sick of seeing dudes costing taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars just to die in prison. $60.85. Well, this is a terrible open, isn't it? Topic back over. RFK Jr. is testifying on his confirmation as we speak. Very cool. So, price of eggs on day one. He did say he'd fix prices on day one. Yeah, he will. He will. Yeah. The egg prices, baby. Egg prices are a hot ticket item right now, man. Avian flu is jacking them prices up. I saw one store was charging like $40 for an 18 pack of eggs. It's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Thought the press secretary. Yeah, she did fantastic. Besides a few lotto tickets, I'm going to wait till FOMC. I know how mad you are about the eggs. I got a little bit longer to be mad about the eggs until I get my own chickens. I'm gonna do my own chickens now. That way, presidents can't mess with my morning omelet. 21,487. Here's lower liquidity, very light stuff. ES is 6090, nothing. What I would recommend doing as well, especially if you're a bookmap user, zoom out as we get closer to 2 o'clock and see if we have any kind of liquidity up or down. See if they start stacking any outside major liquidity. Last week, they warned us of 59.50. Right now, there's nothing on the books. It's all pretty light stuff. Pretty light stuff. Already talking about food? Man, I always think about food, dude. Always. So, yeah. Uh, 1660 rolling over on the VIX. Large red move. Bouncing back up. Yes, I will be straight. A firm. I fast until about noon every day. Have a big lunch and nothing till a minimal dinner. Nice. Little intermittent stuff type thing? What brokerage do I trade on? I trade on IBKR, Interactive Brokers. Still going green, baby. Breakout now. It's trying to. The last candle was heavily top wick. They bought it back up, and we're just kind of back and forth between 550. Come on, baby. DeepSeek achieved 17% accuracy in delivering information and news. It ranked 12th out of 11 in all the comparative ChatGPT products with an 83% fail rate. And that's what tanked NVIDIA. There you go. I'm an avid skier. Most of the time oh, nice. Where do you ski at, DB? I love skiing. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. You work at Breckenridge? Oh, you jabroni. Hey, get me a pass, bro. Hey, is Breckenridge better than Vail or Vail better than Breckenridge? Breck all day. I've never been to Breck. I go to Vail every year. I'm going to Vail in March. I've never been to Breck. Breckenridge. Sorry, my grandfather's German. My friend sent me this yesterday. I thought it was a perfect analogy for the whole situation. How many times does the letter R occur in the word strawberry? The letter R appears twice. Still going green, 560. I don't like any of this action. That's why I'm just kind of chit-chatting here. 560 will get us back to 612. Breck is overcrowded now. Everything is overcrowded now. You ever try to do anything? Anything is overcrowded. I try to go to Dollywood on a random Tuesday. Not on spring break or fall break. The lines were around the door. It's like, what do y'all people do for a living? Go to work. Work at Breckenridge Ski Resort. So I guess you're pretty good skiing, huh? Can you do blue slopes? I can do blue slopes. I can do death cross slopes. I don't know what that is. This is Merca. We don't like to work here. All right, a little bit of red. I am currently uninvested, don't have a position. We're just watching this thing whipsaw back and forth. Touch the open, rocket back down for NASDAQ. Yeah. Huge sweeping engulfing red candle. Man, look at that. Next 5-minute algorithm was instant, baby. All the way over. Oh, man. What can you tell me about a stock price rising but on lower volume? Well, that's kind of a long-winded answer. It depends on the time or the part of which did we just initiate the rising, or we at the tail end of the rising prices. Falling prices tells me that the opposite party, it tells me two things. One, the opposite party is not participating. That's why you usually get falling volume on a trend up or a trend down, whichever. Usually a trend up, more associated. And then when it gets to the end where the volume is completely anemic, that's when the opposing party starts to hit, and that's when you start looking for rising volume. So a stock price rising on lower volume is pretty common. And that just tells me that the opposite party is not involved in the book at the moment, for the most part. At least not in a material way. And then once that happens, I start watching that price as it gets close to a resistance to see if we have a influx of volume. If that happens, then we know that we're entering some sort of resistance or supply, and that's when you start looking for the rejections and top wicks. If that makes sense. Prop firm discounts in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Watch, Apex will come out with 90% off today. Am I in Tennessee? No, I'm in Alaska. All right. Bottom wick back up, 537. I'm not chasing this stuff back and forth. This is too quick for my taste. Funny, the only place I've ever skied is Perfect North in Vail, which seems very bougie, but I managed to go to Vail very, very cheaply. Like I am a very, very frugal person. If it wasn't for the fact I get military discounts, I would not be going to Vail every year. I'm not paying 10 grand just for ski passes. I've always wanted to go to Copper Mountain. I've heard good things about Copper Mountain. After watching so many FOMCs, still get a feeling we'll rock it after JPAL. Yeah, but look what happened in December. December was the largest red day on FOMC we've had in years. Alaska is not a red state, and they don't have internet there. They don't have internet in Alaska? Man, they need to get with the times. They need to get Elon out there with his Starlink. OM Channel group ski trip? Let's do it, baby. Hey, second week of March, go to Vail. I'll be there. I grew up skiing at Perfect North. If we ski there, you can ski anywhere. Dude, that's like skiing on a block of ice. And somehow it's colder than Vail. It feels colder than Vail because it's so humid there. You know, that this is a different type of air. It's crazy. All right. So what we just had here is a 5-minute bottom wick. Well, we had a green. They smoked that thing all the way back over and then bounced it back up. And now we have an immediate red. I don't know where this thing is going. This is terrible price action. So, whatever. You know. Whatever. Got to check out Brian Head Resort in Utah. That'd be fun. Deer Valley, Utah is the best skiing. I like to check it out. All I know is when the house is finished, an OM conference better be on the. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I've got literally like 5 pages of YouTube content. Some of it's already been recorded that I have to edit and post. Like I've got like there's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Like I'm ready. I told Mrs. OM like I'm not doing crap at the house for like 3 weeks at least. I'm taking a break. I may not even put on pants for the next 3 weeks. It's gonna be great. All right, 5'11", 5'10", coming over. Red, still. Overall, this is still holding the downtrend for the morning. 21,420 is about where the next pivot will be. Hey, Walkie Saw said it. 420. Nice. Good job, bro. You got it. Are you going to have milk cows at the farm? Not at first. My goal, long-term goal, is to have a milk cow. But we're going to start out with beef cows first. I need to see, milk cows are a lot of work, and they're a huge time commitment, which I understand. So we're going to do chickens. We're going to start out with meat chickens, egg chickens, and then we're going to hope to have at least a meat cow by the end of the year, and then work up to like 10 meat cows eventually, and then go from there. Am I streaming Bookmap? Yes, I am. Yep. Discord and YouTube. Or did you mean the event later? Yeah. Alrighty. Come on, baby. Another bottom wick. Back up. Oh, terrible price action. I'm just a chill guy. For groomers. 538. $60.81. Will I butcher my own beef cow or have it processed? I'd like to. I mean, I'd like to do it myself. My goal is to be as self-sufficient as possible, just because I enjoy doing that stuff. I'm a very hands-on type of guy. I like doing all that stuff. However, I'll probably have it butchered the first time if I had to guess, and just kind of learn how to do it, and then get the facilities to do it because you have to hang it, and I don't really have anywhere to hang it. So yeah, and then we'll learn to do it myself over the years. I'm doing all the chickens myself. That's the goal, at least. He's been in boxes for a week, hasn't shaved, and mumbling codes like FOMC. Yeah. Do you know how excited I am to grow a gigantic Grizzly Adams beard after being in the military for most of my life? Did you get those kitchen cabinets hung? Not yet. They're in my garage, boxed up. I got to get them hung. They're doing drywall. After drywall, I'll hang them. 60.90. Another bottom wick on NASDAQ coming back up. Hey, where's Trader J? I haven't seen him in a while. I was talking to her yesterday. Back and forth. Back and forth. Today is Bookmap Day. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to have to switch over to the Bookmap stream. I can never get on there. Interesting, really? Did you do the verification, Callie? I'm starting to think fundamentals don't matter at all. Apple's is up 150% over the last 4 years, but the revenue's unchanged. Oh, dude, there is no more fundamentals in the market. Fundamentals are dead, at least for now. They may come back into the picture, but fundamentals. I mean, Reddit's trading at 25x earnings. I mean, come on, Reddit. So, yeah, the fundamentals are dead. That's why we're rocketing right now. Now, yes, I know markets are efficient in pricing in forward-looking income. The market doesn't pricing it. The market does not price in present income. It prices forward income, and that's how you derive the value of stocks. But I mean, come on. So yeah, fundamentals are dead. Oh man. Oil also dated in 5 minutes, and they are putting on some decent moves back and forth. So if you want to put on a trade other than ES and Nasdaq, which I would recommend kind of staying away until the event, even then, there's a couple of things going on with OL. We've got a trend line, a wedge going on, and an aggressive trend line that it's following. now for a long time. I mean, look at this. It's not respecting it to the penny, but I mean, you see the gist here. Hold on a second. I'm going to screenshot it for yous. For Utes. That's CL. And that thing has been literally just following this move down from January 14th. On top of that, it's been very tightly priced now for months and months and months. Only recently has it finally broken over 69, attacked 80, and now rejecting back over in light of all the events. But they have new CL coming out. You might be able to get a breakout move. If it takes out 73.70, we can start playing a 65.5. Top Step has an issue where traders are unable to activate their past accounts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sounds like, yeah. All right, y'all. I have to roll over the stream over to not Top Step, Bookmap. Bookmap. So bear with me. If you're on YouTube or subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll see the notification come up. If you want to join the Bookmap stream, head to the verification channel on Bookmap, and I'll link it in the Discord right here. It only takes a couple seconds. You don't have to have a Bookmap subscription or pay for anything. It just takes a couple seconds to verify that, and then you'll be in the server and you can stream. So yeah. Any other questions, let me know. No trades today. This is absolutely terrible. I got close to a couple of executions, but every time I tried to take a setup, it just completely reversed instantly. So right now, terrible stuff. NASDAQ is in the process of breaking lower at the moment, still following downtrend. If it takes out 480, we're going to 420. If it takes out 420, then who knows? 190. Other than that, man, I will see you all in a couple of minutes in the Bookmap server. I'm out.